Alright, guys, we are here for a really awesome show match, or a couple of show matches, between some of the wonderful folks here on PSISTORM. We're going to have SLeet and Intense, who are going to play against the one and only Enderr, who has been kind enough to join us here tonight. And of course, here on the call, I have SLeet and Enderr to kind of chat a little bit and kill some time and have fun before we get going with these games. How's it going, guys?
It's pretty good.
What's up?
I'm not sure how much I should be trash talking beforehand. I don't know. I've done
WWE
this in a
style.
while.
WWE style. Well, we could
Yeah.
do like an actual, in-game, a question for you. Like, SLeet, man, what do you expect out of your game with Enderr? I think you faced him before, maybe many moons ago, correct?
Oh yeah, I've played him a bunch of times.
All right, so you're familiar with the opponent. So what do you expect, and what do you what's your goal? Obviously, you don't want to give any
Well,
tactics, but whatever.
I expect Ender to 10 pool me. I will hold without losing a single drone and then lose in the late game. That's what I expect from the match.
Gotcha. That sounds cool. And how about you, Enderr? What do you think?
Same thing, man. I expect a 10-2.
Oh my gosh,
And I will lose, but I will lose everything.
you will lose everything.
Oh,
You
okay.
will kill a drone. Okay, gotcha.
No,
Gotcha.
SLeet.
Yeah.
What part of being on PSISTORM Gaming is going to empower you to win over your opponent who is not on PSISTORM Gaming?
That's true. What's the power?
I think it's the length of the clan tag. I think that really is the thing that gives you the most power.
That's right. SLeet, PSISTORM. I mean, you have 6 versus what?
3 with IPT. It's twice as good.
That's true. That's true. You know what would empower you if you got the PSISTORM spell as Zerg? That would be awesome.
That would be
Yeah,
pretty OP.
can you spell out the clan tag in Creep Tumors in game? I'm pretty sure that means you win just automatically.
Yeah, maybe not. Seems pretty hard.
All right, we're about a minute into our official start time. So I guess we didn't actually make a plan on this, long term. We didn't even think about what map we're gonna play, but what should we do, guys? This is kind of open for you players. What map do you guys want?
I mean, since we're doing this kind of as a for fun show match, I kind of want to do like a not usual map, like something kind of wacky.
Scrap Station! I'm sorry,
Okay.
what was that?
Yes, I was thinking. Obviously, for the intense game, I was thinking we should do the regular maps of the ladder tournament. But for you, SLeet, that sounds like a good request.
Not sure what you're saying.
Yeah. What's your map of choice then? That's wacky, fun.
I don't actually know if it's on the Korean server, but it would be Gwangali Beach. I don't know if you guys remember that map. That map was amazing.
A beach map, huh? That's
Yeah.
like a Belser beach variant. Is that right?
Yeah, it was in Pro League a while ago, but I don't know if it is like still around.
Yeah,
I
we
feel
have
like
it.
I remember that map.
We have it. Official
Belser
OGN
Beach, yeah.
Gwangali Beach. We have it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Remember, Filthy Rake, we won't be able to run this with the mod, so
Yeah, no,
you'll
that's
have
fine.
to use the regular. I'm
That's-
going to create the game now and start it up.
I remember when I was playing a lot with H2O Mario before he was on Dust and then off Dust. I messaged him and I was like, dude, we practice sometimes. We need to practice more now because Gwangali Beach is out on North America. We played like 4 games in a row on it. It was great.
Very cool.
You can you point out the beautiful architecture of this map because it really is so good looking.
Nice. All right, we will do that. Damon here, Filthy Rake, has a great way of explaining and describing things, so I'm sure he'll go right through that.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen this map in a really long time, so we'll have to see what I can come up with here. But I will do my best with my usual eloquent wordsmithing to blow away the audiences. All
Gotcha.
7 or 8
Alright.
people that are watching.
Okay, cool. I invited you, Ender. I think we're ready to go. I assume
Oh,
this was
yeah.
Sleet that I invited because he's got the Zerg portrait. Okay, cool.
Gang Wally, bitch.
Yes, sir. All right,
Let's
guys. We're
see.
gonna drop you guys off. Any final words between each other?
Good luck, man. Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, good luck, have fun, and if I win, I'm gonna hit this.
Sounds good. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys later.
Talk to you after.
All right. Well, the stream is up, and we're ready to go here, I think. So we're gonna have to see. Now, I mean, I feel like Enderr has got to be probably the favorite.
Yeah, yeah. I think they played many times, and Ender's won. But you never know, especially this map. Um, you know, we just want a nice, fun match to watch. And as promised, man, you're gonna have to describe the map.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's a pretty crazy map, as I recall. But first, before I do that, let me take just a moment to introduce our players. If I can figure out which one is which, I'm going to assume that who I'm looking at here in the top right position as the blue Zerg is Enderr.
That's right. He's the barcode, top
Yes.
right.
And his opponent in the bottom left position as the red Zerg, it is PSISTORM's very own SLeet. Alright, so let's take a minute though. You know, as everyone said, this is a very unusual map. Probably haven't seen this ever if you did not follow Pro League. This is Guangali Beach. You can see here because it is an actual beach here. Check out the beach chairs, the beach umbrellas, and there's even, and this is actually one of my very favorite parts, if you look on the right-hand side of the map, just off to the side of the beach, there is actually the Pro League stadium stage. You can even see a StarCraft match up on the screen.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. All kill Star League. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so this is pretty crazy. There are a bunch of weird routes. You know, there's this road here along the bottom that takes a super circuitous path. Lots of cool fireworks going around, lots of neat signs. Interesting map for Terran because there's some cool drop plays.
Yeah. By the way, it is a 10 pool as predicted by both players. SLeet is doing a 15 pool, I think. So
Yeah.
Ender's gonna be super aggressive with speedlings on this. He loves doing this kind of play. I've encountered this on ladder. It's really hard if the player you're playing against has excellent, control with the speedlings. It's insane. So let's see how SLeet handles it. He knows it's coming though. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because every time he and I talk about Enderr, he's like, yeah, you know, whenever we play, he 10 pools me.
Yeah, I think Enderr does that because he's so aggressive. He feels he can handle that risk, the deficit, with drones and all that. He thinks he's gonna get just enough kills to make it worthwhile.
It's interesting. The SLeet has only just now started his own lings in response.
Yeah, you know what? Normally you want to save larva for links. You see it coming, and then what you want to do is you try to save this expansion, fighting with the lings and drones. But he's not doing that. He only has 4 here, so
yeah, I don't feel like he can actually keep this alive.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't pull down his drones to attack.
Ooh,
now this is a
good
control
micro,
thing, no.
but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, that's amazing micro so far by Enderr here. Hasn't lost a unit, and he might get this. He's trading. Oh man, this is just absolutely.
Surround. Oh, this is rough.
This is just an amazing display of micro. So they did just enough already, and actually Ender's gonna keep going with it. More and more lings.
Yeah, SLeet has a 12 under construction here, but he is in a tough position.
Yeah, he's lost enough.
And speed is about to finish for Enderr.
Yeah, that's the scary part. He really cannot expand without the creep there with some spines or some queens to help out. So he can't expand. Enderr can choose to expand, but he's probably gonna keep going with this, man, especially after speed finishes.
Now,
Oh, there it is.
yeah, SLeet, I mean, going for a counterattack, it looks like, but
He might die to these lings, though. These speed lings, man. I think this might be it. The reason I say that is Enderr can defend at home while attacking. You know, this is his style, dude. I've seen him destroy players with this, like Pig and everybody in C.
mm-hmm.
And this is all but over. And that was a fast game.
that was
That
very
was like-
quick.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I think we're getting some sound issues.
Yeah, I'm being told that the in-game sound is a little bit quiet, so I'm just turning that up.
But was our commentary at least, you know, heard?
All I've been told is in-game sound was quiet.
All right, you know what? Let's bring those guys in and let's just ask them about it. And I'm kind of curious what they have to say, especially what the hell do you do against something like that? You know, someone like Enderr that can micro like that. How the hell do you stop that? So that would be kind of cool to hear.
Yep. Let's bring them back on. Hopefully we can get them to pick up and rejoin us here.
Yep. Let me message them in the chat too. Actually, we might as well add Intense too, because we're gonna be talking to him before his match.
Hey,
Hey, what's up? We're gonna add SLeet and Intense in. We just want to ask a few questions from you guys. All right,
All right.
SLeet, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. How the hell do you stop something like that? I mean, what do you think?
I mean, if you recall, I said it would be a 10 pool, and it was a 9 pool, so I was pretty close. And I lost one drone, and otherwise held, and then lost later. So, you know, I was pretty spot on with my prediction of how that game would go.
We're gonna change your tag to Nostradamus. So, Enderr, what have you seen when other players stop that? What do they normally do? Is it a build thing or a response thing? What do you usually see out of other players?
I think what SLeet missed is that he didn't pull like 5 to 6 drone with the links, with the 4 links, with the initial links
to
stop
defend the hatchery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is just more of a Zerg question as a Zerg player. I'm like, how do you deal with something like that? You know, so that was cool.
So what most people do, and what I forgot that Enderr actually doesn't do until I lost, is most people will do an early pool to get a faster expansion. And Enderr does an early pool to kill the shit out of you. So if I had just waited at home, you know, built up queens,
Yep.
and all that good stuff, I think even not pulling the initial drones, I would have been okay.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
I moved out to foolishly try to deny the expand that, of course, was not there.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you haven't seen him play Enderr, I've seen him in his games against Pig and others, and Fenner called him, Enderr is showing his true colors once again. He's gonna go 10 pool or 9 pool speedling all in, and that's what he loves to do. So but that was fun though, guys, to watch and cast, even though it was only a 6.5 minute game.
Embarrassing.
You know,
Did you see the map though?
That map was
the map
cool.
was amazing.
Yeah.
That was too short. And
Yeah, let's bring in Intense, man. Maybe we can ask him what he thought. I mean, he doesn't play Zerg, but he's, you know, I'm sure he has something to say.
I don't even think he had time to tune into the stream.
He was on. He was
on.
messaging. He was messaging. So let's add him on there. Because he's the next guy.
Well, luckily for Intense, you can build one Reaper, not die to a 10. So.
Terran, man. Terran.
Oh, man. Then you can feel the Terran love.
That's right. Alright, so I'm messaging him. You're adding him now, or you want me to add him?
I got him.
Okay.
Now, here's the real question. Would, why is there no Protoss in the lineup?
Yeah, the two Protosses did not respond. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I asked
the power of
SLeet.
Protoss, man.
Exactly. Well, you know, it's the year of the Terran, isn't it? So, Intense, you there?
No, you have to. He did not pick up.
Oh, there he is. He's there now.
Am I in?
Yes, you are. So, what do you think, Mr. Pirelli?
It was a short game. As for what SLeet did, I think he should have pulled down drones. At least I would.
So he agrees with Enderr there. So
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
no,
he does.
You're wrong. They're saying different things.
let me ask you
No,
this. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Intense was saying I should have pulled drones to try to save my natural, which works if they're 10 pulling to expand. If they're 10 pulling to kill the shit out of you, you lose everything.
You're just gonna die, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, what Enderr was saying I should do is after I cancel my natural, then I pull 4 to 5 drones to hold the initial lings to keep my lings alive to stall for a queen.
Wait, Enderr, you're saying he should cancel the natural? I thought you said he should pull down drones to defend with the 4 lings. Is that correct?
Yeah, he can pull drones to defend, but he can if I got his natural already, he should have defended the initial links with the drones.
Okay.
Like when I got up.
Gotcha. These are the subtleties of Zerg versus Zerg. Well, you know, we have Intense here, and hopefully he'll avenge the PSISTORM flag, and he's ready to go, right, Andrew?
Almost. Try this guy's workers real quick.
Almost. Gotcha.
He's in a game warming up, it sounds like.
He's warming up. So he's got the APM to talk to us, be distracted, and hopefully win.
Yeah, this guy left. We're good.
All right. So we're gonna do the same thing here, and actually, SLeet, we'd like to invite you to talk with us during the cast.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do the WWE style interview here. What do you think, Intense?
I think Enderr likes building not a lot of drones and a lot of Zerglings. So I think I'll be a little more passive.
Gotcha. What's your prediction on the score? Remember, it's a best of 3.
2-1 in favor of me, kind of.
Confidence. Now, Enderr, what is your response?
Oh, I think it's going to be 2-0 in favor of Intense.
All right, that's the exact opposite of confidence. All right, Damon, what do you think?
Boy, it's a tough call. I think it's gonna be probably a 2-1. But I'm a little torn who I think it's gonna be. But Terran's super OP, so I'm gonna give it to Intense.
Protoss guy, and our fellow Zerg guy here, Mr. SLeet. What is your prediction?
Well, I'm not actually sure how good Andrew's TVZ is because he kind of dodged me on practice earlier today. But I seem to remember it's pretty good, so I'll say 2-0 for Intense.
Oh dang.
2-0 for
if he builds a wall.
there you go. That's a good one. And as for me, my answer is, Team PSISTORM. I gotta go with the PSISTORM winning it because you have to.
What score?
2-1 in a very close game.
Okay.
All right. Now I have to answer that way. It's like asking Jerry Jones, "What do you think is gonna win?" right? So, you have to support your players no matter what, and I think Andrew can do it, especially with two guys, including the player he's playing, saying it's going to be a 2-0. All right.
You know who else said that was Kellizer and breaking out, and then he actually lost 4-0.
Ah.
Oh.
Ooh. All right. So let's do this. For the maps, it's gonna be the ladder maps that we have now, the normal ladder maps. Now, since it is 3 games, what we want to do is something that's fair for both players. Either a veto or, the winner selects. Since our guest, Ender is our guest, we'll let him choose. Which do you prefer? Do you want to do some vetoes, or do you want to do some sort of player chooses the first game, winner chooses the next map?
I think veto is good.
Okay. All right. So since we have how many maps in the pool, let me check that really quick.
Should be 7.
It's a 7
Yeah.
maps. So since we have 3 games, you veto 4 of them. So we'll let the game pick the first 4. First one, and then we'll go with Intense until 4 is eliminated, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's do that. So as you can see, we're kind of winging it. So go ahead, Ender, which map do you want to veto first?
I'm gonna veto merry-go-round.
Okay. All right, Intense, your turn.
Dang. Probably Deadwing.
Deadwing. Okay. Go ahead, Ender.
Nimbus.
Nimbus. Okay. And last one for you, Intense.
Foxtrot Labs.
Foxtrot. So it looks like we have King Sejong, Overgrowth, and Catalina. Since Ender got to pick the first veto, we'll let Intense pick the first map.
Actually, I think first veto should pick first map.
Okay.
Since, yeah.
How gracious of you.
That's how everybody does it ever.
All right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead, Ender.
All right, I think I'm gonna pick Overgrowth.
Okay.
Everybody picks Overgrowth.
Everyone loves Overgrowth. All right. Let's and this time we can actually do it with WCS mod. That should be available in Korea server, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, we will probably. Are we gonna go ahead and drop them off the call and get
Okay,
this
I'll see
party
you guys
started?
later.
Yes, we will. We'll start it. We'll invite you guys.
Seems like a good party to me.
All right. We will see you guys in game in just a few minutes.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
It's like he sounds like he needs coffee.
I think he does. Maybe I should change my my guess of what the score will be.
Yeah, he does. Can you play Terran slowly? I don't think you can you?
Oh yeah, you can. It's called Metch.
It's Metch, huh?
Yeah, man.
That's how it's pronounced.
Alright, you know what? You can't create the map with mods in Korea, so we're just gonna have to go normal.
Oh well.
For some reason, it won't let me. Is that
Alright.
Ender? Filthy
Yeah,
rate?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. For some reason,
Alright.
it's not working.
Ender, Intense, get out of the call so we can yap. Go get no
I'll see you
game.
guys later.
Oh, they were there. Huh?
See you afterwards.
Carl, we need to teach you how to Skype. You run a technology company, man. This is
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah, well, I let my workers do that.
Yeah. All right. So my GG button remains sadly unhit after that last game. So with the PSISTORM victory, we're gonna get the GG.
All right.
It's gonna be good.
Now, the real question is, do you have the red one or the blue one?
I've got the blue one.
Nice.
Hey, what's the easy button color for staples?
Red.
I think it's red.
Ah, man. All right.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
guys. Between us, man, we heard a different story from Intense earlier, huh? As far as confidence, was it something like 20 in a row wins?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He feels pretty. He earlier today, at least, he felt pretty confident.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe his warm up games did not go so well.
All right, guys. We're gonna start it off. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Yeah. I don't have to play, so I'm extremely ready to not play.
We don't care if the
which-
players are ready. That's
Yeah. We just need the casting trio to be as entertaining as possible. Now, which of you pointed out that everyone picks Overgrowth?
me.
So do you know why that is?
Because it is the map that does not explicitly favor any one race more than the others. Compared
It's
to the
not
rest
that
of the
so
pool.
much. There are a couple of maps that actually. Before we do this, does one of you want to intro the players?
I will do my usual wonderful player introductions.
Alrighty.
Down here in the bottom left position, as the Blue Zerg, rocking a barcode, having destroyed our co-commentator here, representing SLeet SLeet, it is Enderr.
Oh, you're gonna get some jabs later.
Wow.
Yes, I am. And
Wow.
in the top right position, as the
In
Red
the top
Terran.
right position with 6 times as much APM as Filthy Rake.
Oh wait, that was good.
I don't feel like you're giving him enough credit. It's at least 8 times. But it is PSISTORM's very own Intense.
Yeah, we're not rocking the PSISTORM flag because they're barcode.
Yeah.
They're trying to be, incognito.
Can't be a Velo and Intense. A Velo is actually one of Intense's favorite Smurf names. But anyway, what I was saying before, when someone picks Overgrowth, what they're really saying is that they feel they can win in a straight-up game without any kind of tricks. There's not like a lot of weird terrain on this map. It's very easy to take thirds and fourths. So they're saying that in a longer game, they think they will win. Is what Overgrowth means as a map.
So since obviously, Enderr here picked this map, he has the confidence, despite what he said being, losing 0-2 to Intense.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you think that's just false lack of confidence, or just kind of bowing down and being honoring your opponent type of mentality? What do you think?
I think what it is that Enderr is a very good aggressive player, and I think that he's not as confident in the macro game, but I still think he is very confident, but he doesn't want to be overconfident. So he's trying to keep himself from falling into any kind of trap and just saying, it's going to be hard. I think I might lose, but going to try my best. And I think that's a really good mindset for him to go into a game with.
Yeah, Mr. Kung Fu guy here, Filthy Rake. What do you think about that psychological,
I think it's a pretty reasonable call. Part of playing any game competitively is playing the mind games, and having the right attitude is a huge part of that. And yeah, I definitely think that I think that that Enderr is probably a little bit more confident than he wants to let on.
Okay, that's a good one. So he's doing it also for himself, really, not just to maybe, sugar. What do you call, what's that expression you want to make your
Sugarcoat.
opponent feel? Yeah, make the opponent feel like.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I think that Enderr is going to show us a pretty good game here. I think he's got a good shot.
What's really interesting is Ender's actually already made 6 lanes, which is very rare. 2 of them you can see right there are going for a counterattack, and those 2 lanes are going to try to stop this command center from building for a bit. But Intense's build is set up for this, so these 2 Marines will deny it pretty easily.
Yeah, I do this on ladder too. You'd be surprised how many just take for granted they can build that command center.
I've done that for quite a long time, but I still think that Enderr overbuilt Lings, and so he's a bit behind where he wants to be. And he also kept 1 guy on gas, so I'm curious to see what he's going to do with that.
Yeah.
I do like seeing the double Hellion opening here out of Intense. See this a lot in tournaments. Seems to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's scouting here, looking for a starport. He does confirm its bio with that research. And, other than the extra lings, it's pretty standard, in my opinion.
Yeah, I even don't think the extra lings are too non-standard. I think the only non-standard thing in this game is the fact that we're really close on a second 100 gas being mined for Zerg.
Yeah.
And so that could either be a fast Overlord speed, or what I think it's going to be is going to be a fast Lair for Quick Mutas.
Yeah, he
So-
gets one of the mules too earlier. Won't get anything now. He's got the third, so
Now,
Oh.
do we know how does Intense do against Mutaplay if this does turn into Ling Muta?
Intense is an all-around excellent biomine player. I would not be worried for him in the slightest.
yeah. I mean, the last game I've seen where he didn't look as good are players like Pig, where he did Ling Bane Muta, and he just got a big lead. And like you guys mentioned, it was the counterattacks. So let's see how he handles the counterattacks, which may come right here.
I do
I'd
want
like
to point
to point
out
out
there is a wall.
There's a wall.
Yes, there is a wall.
At
Damon and I on the
last.
same page. Actually, something else. There's a huge supply block from Enderr. He's building 4 overlords at a time, still stuck at 52 food, just now getting on supply block, which is going to be really bad for him.
Yep.
Because Terran being 10 supply up at the 8-minute mark is never a situation you want to be in.
Yeah, and Stim is finishing. He's already got the dropship of Marines. That's going to be scary. He does have a Baneling nest, but he's just now forming the Banelings.
Yeah, and he's morphing 2 Banelings, right? That's not really enough to do a whole lot of anything.
Yep.
And the
Yeah.
third command center is starting for Intense, who I think he looked at this situation and went, yeah, I can build a third here. I'm not really going to die to any crazy
His
roach
Hellions pretty much all got surrounded though.
Yeah, but here's the Stim Marines, though. That's going to be a pain.
Yep.
That seems good for Enderr, but he did lose a ton of Ling Baneling, and only 3 Hellions went down,
Yeah,
which I'm not sure is worth it.
yeah, he might lose a lot right here.
Now, this is going to be interesting because the
Oh,
more
nice
time...
round.
Oh,
Yeah, I was saying all of these are now dead.
Yeah, keeping to his true form, lots of lings. He's like, which Zerg style is this most from the GSL guys?
What, life?
Startail Life.
Is it
Yeah.
like Mr. Zergling?
Yeah, so something interesting, that push seemed to be really ineffective, and it pretty much was, but it lets this drop do
Yeah.
some damage and get out, and the lair is really, really late. Your lair should be done about now on 3 bases, not just started,
Yeah, I
or
think
about
he just-
halfway done.
He picked off even, I think, 2 queens there with those Marines.
Yeah, he did, and his Viking is killing overlords. This drop is really getting annoying. It has low health though, so he's got to be careful.
Well, he doesn't really have to be careful except for queens, because
Yeah, except for queens, exactly.
the spire is just so late. I mean,
Yep.
it hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, he
There's
only
a lot
has
of Hellions.
like how many? 8 drone lead right now. Not a whole lot, but there you go. He's gonna float that command center.
Yeah, now it's gonna be interesting to see. There is the armory coming down here, coming down now. I will expect there will be a really nice big Hellbat transformation. Which
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
surprised.
will
No
be
roaches for
painful.
him yet.
A lot of Hellions go down for pretty much nothing, but the Hellbat transformation is definitely a thing that Intense really likes. I remember seeing him at the last the 2
I
lands
see.
ago that I was
Boosters.
at with him, and obviously that's really bad for Enderr. It's
Yeah.
now 2 base Zerg versus 3 base Terran. Spire is only half done. Upgrades are actually not too bad, but
Yeah.
even so.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say that's really the area where Intense is kind of lagging behind, as he's kind of ignored his upgrades.
Yeah, and he does have 2 engineering bays and +1 armor just now starting, which is pretty sloppy. He's also got some idle marines, but assuming he gets all of his units together, I don't think there's really going to be anything Enderr can do to stop it. This Viking has 3 kills and may get a 4th. but Overlords do have speed, so it might get away.
Well, Spire just finished, so we probably start seeing some sort of air presence for Ender, finally.
Yeah, but the low economy makes it so that the air presence is 3 Mutalisks,
Yeah, scary.
which is not as good as it could be.
Can 4 Marines
Look
beat
at that. All
3?
those turrets coming down now, too.
Yeah, this is really nice timing. I'm not sure how he saw it, whether it was a scan or what, but
Maybe
I'd like to
sensing.
point out Intense's third. We're giving him grief, and there's a wall with that bunker.
Yeah, that countering style that he's been dying to is not gonna work as easily as it did before.
He's
Yeah.
been learning.
And look at this. This is scary, man. This is a scary push right now with mines.
Yeah, and I don't think there's going to be any way for Enderr to hold us. He did just morph in a ton of Banelings, but there's only 3 Mutalisks on the map,
Maybe
and I don't even see where they are.
Here's
there
a
they
counter.
are.
Oh, here comes
But-
the counterattack. Does he lift the
there's-
wall?
he's ready.
Does he lift the wall? No!
Oh,
Intense! No!
And here's the
another wall.
Banelings at the front. He cleans it up.
Oh,
And
wow.
there's the counters.
So this is one of the most powerful things about counterattacks, is not necessarily that it does damage, but that it splits the attention of the Terran player, which makes your Banelings really, really powerful.
Yeah, but these mines aren't dead. I think he forgot about them.
I think he may have.
Yeah, these could do a number. I mean, these juicy Banelings are right there, dude. Oh, and they get away just in time, maybe?
Oh,
Uh,
do they?
Oh.
Do...
Oh!
got him.
Another
oh,
big
man.
counterattack swinging up the left, though.
Yes.
Losing those 5 Banelings should pretty much be the death knell. I can't imagine this many Lings. They do have 2-2, but there's a bunker, it's a nice wall, there's 2 Hellbats, and not actually a wall, but it's not needed. Teds is still up 40 supply.
This is a pretty good game so far. Yeah, Intense is 1-1. That's good for him.
Yeah, and that's probably why that force was cleaned up so easily, is because Enderr is on 2-2, but he's building 9 Overlords. He's a huge supply block.
Yeah,
He was supply blocked at the last 3 food counts in a row, and apparently just gave up and built 9 Overlords.
he's like, you know what? Screw this.
Yeah, I want to build units.
There
And
is
he's actually
also
building
a-
drones.
Let's see, there's a drop here over on the right, but it looks like it was spotted.
Yeah, mutas are gonna go clean that up. But it's the main force up front. That's gonna be hard to hold
Yeah.
right here.
At the same time that he's trying to clean this up, Intense is totally free to just move in, trade very, very well versus Lane Baneling army.
Oh, and there's 2 Thors. That's scary.
Yeah, Intense is controlling very well, clearing up the creep at his 4th, just making sure that on the off chance this army dies, he's not totally dead. And it looks like...
There were some good Baneling hits there, but yeah, he cleans that up.
Yeah. So what was the big thing there? It was really the initial start, right, with the falling behind.
Yeah, I would say that there were a host of small areas where Enderr didn't really get the most out of the units that he built, and then he got really badly supply blocked 2 or even 3 times, and you just can't do that against a player of Intense's caliber. He'll just roll over you.
Yeah, because
as we saw.
it's basically a race. You know, you gotta have the units to match his units and exchange. And look at the APM too. It's 323 APM for Intense there versus 226.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go to the next game, and I think obviously we
Wait.
have 2 maps. It's left: King Sejong and Catalina. Let's see what the next map is.
Looks like King Sejong.
Who said that? Okay, that's that. Oh, they're both.
Who can
I
tell?
can't
They're both
tell.
barcodes.
Yeah. I think does Enderr pick that one, or does it? It doesn't matter. I think Enderr picks, right? The loser picks.
Loser picks.
I
And
think.
for the record,
Yeah.
Enderr is the longer one. So
Okay. All right. All right. Well, we'll go with that one.
Well, that was the shorter one, so that was Intense who said that.
Oh.
Damn barcodes.
Wait, it gets even more complicated when you put kappa.
Yeah, and
Alright,
and
he
you have a
also
barcode
wants-
as well.
He
Well, he
also
did
wants
pick-
King Sejong.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter. Awesome. I'm like,
So Sejong, remember how I said Overgrowth was saying, I can win straight up, I feel really good about a macro game? Sejong is the complete opposite of that. Sejong, from the Zerg point of view, you're saying, I want Mutalisks to be really, really good for me later. I want to be able to counterattack you all over the place. And for Terran pick, I'm saying I either want to do some kind of clever siege tank play by those rocks outside your natural, or I want to be harassing you with a bunch of drops. And basically, both players are going to be trying to multitask each other to death. And the problem with that for our hero Intense is that Enderr is just better at it.
at multitasking. So it's not really the APM that we're seeing here. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's 300 versus 200, right?
Yeah, and that seems really good for Intense, and that's true. But Intense, the way if you stand behind him, which by the way, it's just a pleasure to do. If you stand behind him, just look at his hands. So much of what he's doing is just looking at all this stuff, but he's not actually looking at it. He's just selecting everything to keep his hands really warm. So he can do insane micro in one place. But what Ender's APM mostly is yeah, it's a basic macro, but it's also specifically using small groups of units really well.
Yeah, so you're saying he's really a better multitasker. I'm gonna have to ask him about that later. All right. Well, I think we're ready. So let's get on with it.
Alright.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I actually want 3 games because obviously more show, more games, right?
I kind of want the 2-0.
And we do have that prediction, which I said 2-1. So I want to look good.
All right, Damon, you gonna do the intros again?
I will. I'll
Alright,
see
then.
if I can dream up anything good this time.
Yeah.
Down here in the bottom right position as the blue Terran, because let's change colors and make Damon's life difficult between games, it is PSISTORM Gaming's ace player for this show match, the one and only Intense, who is up 1-0 so far this series.
Yeah.
His
Very
opponent,
nice.
of course, in the top left position, giving SLeet a beating the likes of which he has never seen. As our red Zerg player, it is Enderr.
There you go.
Wow.
All right. Now you can
So-
have double the jabs later.
Yeah, so while we're on the topic, there was a time that I played the lovely Filthy Rake at MLG. And
You did?
It was a pretty great game, and
It was
you know,
a very great game. It was very
I
close.
maxed out on Roach Hydra and did a push, and he had like 1 Colossus and 2 Zealots. It was pretty good.
Hey,
you know, I
man,
felt-
that Colossus, that was a clutch Colossus. It almost
Yeah.
held.
It very nearly held nothing, actually. I can't even say that it nearly held anything. It tried.
Hey,
It
I
was the little engine
microed
that
that
couldn't.
Colossus. It killed at least 2 or 3 of your units.
I think it very well may have. A bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah. So I see that Enderr here did a 10 drone scout to check for
Yeah.
proxy reaper or whatever, proxy whatever. So he's gonna
So-
expand seeing this.
Remember, this is the kind of thing that I said. This was a pick that says that you're not confident in a macro game. And after game 1, that doesn't surprise me too much. And I also wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit of Star Tail Life action again with a proxy hatch. But it looks like Ender's not going to go for that because he doesn't believe in entertainment value, apparently.
That would have been amazing, too.
That would have been kind of cool. Now, are you saying Catalina is the macro, more of the macro choice? I mean, Catalina has like so
No,
many
I-
drop options too.
No, I was saying Overgrowth. Was
Well,
the
yeah,
one
but
that-
remember, they only have 2 maps left to pick, right? So it's either King Sejong or Catalina. So if there's only 2 maps, that may or may not, mean whatever we think. Maybe it's just like, I hate Catalina, right?
That's true.
Doesn't everyone hate Catalina?
I don't. I'm okay with it.
Catalina to me feels a lot like Sejong, but the potential for proxies is a little bit worse, and the potential for tank play is not as good. But
Yeah.
other than that, I view them as very similar maps.
I think maybe it's because I'm Protoss. All the 3-player maps, I think about taking a third someday, and my heart starts to hurt.
Wait, you can't take a third with 2-base Zealot Immortal every game. Get it together, Damon.
Oh, he's gonna get.
Oh my god!
Oh.
That's fantastic.
That's really bad for Intense. That means that these 6-lings... Okay, here we see some of the logic from Ender's play. 6-lings can actually kill these 2 Marines that will be out very, very easily.
Yeah.
And maybe even cancel this expansion. That would be huge if he could do that.
Indeed, but there's only 2 right here. It might finish. He's gonna send a distraction overload. No, he's just gonna check. The overload's just gonna check.
Yeah.
It's gonna finish, man. These lings are.
He's gonna get enough time for the other 2 Marines. With 4 Marines, he should be fine.
Yeah, 4 Marines, he should be fine.
Yeah, the problem was his lings weren't really close enough,
Oh.
And 4 Marines apparently is not fine.
That's a micro, dude. That's one thing about we see with Enderr. His micro is pretty.
And
pretty
oh my god, the Hero SCV is
gets at
actually.
least 1.
Oh my god,
It's
the
2
Hero
now.
SCV gets 2 kills.
He's gonna get in.
Oh,
He
but
lets
lets
it in,
the
dude.
wing in.
He's gonna see the starport, get additional scan.
And he's
Is
gonna
our
lose it
hero
anyway.
gonna fall?
Oh,
the
man.
Oh, the other
guy.
SCVs took revenge.
Yes. Oh, look
Yeah.
at all these lings coming, dude. He's looking to get aggressive.
Yeah. Okay, so this seems really good, but there are 2 Hellions and there's an armory on the way. This is very clearly going to be a fast Hellbat drop. There's no third for Enderr. There's no Roach Warren. There's not like a huge number of queens. There's not any spines. Hellbats are going to be devastating to him if he doesn't scout this.
Yeah, just like the last game, he never made a Roach Warren. To me, the new level of Terran with the free Hellbat transformation, I always make 1 Roach Warren, in case I need it.
So I think that is a great thing to do if you're a very defensive macro player. But when you're doing this kind of
You're saying he's
cheeky
attacking.
tactics,
Mhm.
you need as thin of an edge as humanly possible to just get the right number of units.
That's true. So he's skating on thin ice here.
He is, and the problem is Ender's hugely supply blocked again. He's building 3 overlords. He's going to be in the red right now.
And he's going to lose another Overlord because he's going to scout unless the Intense goes down. Never mind.
But I mean,
But
he
his
sees
Viking
this.
is going to kill it, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can't possibly not get that.
Yeah. And this is going to be pretty rough because Enderr is building 6 more lings, and I think that's going to be for Banelings. I want to say that's going to be for Banelings in case of this Hellbat attack.
Look at that Hellbat attack. Why do you even transform that and transform it back?
He's
Maybe I'm
just showing off.
He's like, transform and roll out.
So Enderr saw it with 1 Zergling.
He needs Banelings like now.
Yeah, here's the Baneling, and
I end it.
And it's not in time. He's going to transform right now.
The queens are far away. He needs to run these drones back.
And this game looks like it's about to end. Well, that 1 Baneling actually connects really nicely, but
He needs to run.
all of the drones.
I'm surprised they run the
just
drones
getting
back
destroyed.
fast enough here.
And these individual Banelings are hitting nicely, but they just won't cut it. I mean, look at the food again. Intense is up by 10. His 3rd command center is half done. There's just really nothing here for Enderr.
Now here comes the Lings. The Lings were really far away. They needed them earlier. He needs to get that medevac.
Yeah, and the game should pretty much be done. I mean, maybe he'll clean up this army, but he's behind in workers to 3 command center Terran.
Lands the Viking.
To help out, but it's not in position.
I think he will actually clean up this army.
Yeah, but he lost a lot. I mean, that was
Yeah, he lost far too much.
So this is could this be a familiarity of styles too? I mean, honestly, for me, I lose so much to these Hellbat attacks that I'm almost always ready for them now.
Yeah. And this is really, I think what this is just intense. Remember he said earlier that Ender really likes building a lot of lings and not that many drones.
Mm-hmm.
This,
It's just the direct
yeah, this
response
is
to
a
it.
direct response to it, and I think it's really well done. Because in the first game, he didn't go Hellbats, but he did build way more Hellions than usual. And
This is a nice pickup right here.
this control was okay, but he still could clean up all of the lings, and he's gonna get a few. He's gonna get one drone, 2 drones. There we go.
Worth it.
After all that, he's killed 12 drones total.
Yeah, and so what does Ender have going for him? He's got a lair that's about to finish, so presumably he'll build a spire, and his 1-1 is done, and Intense has just started. Those are the only 2 things he has going for him.
It's like the first game, you know. It's like the adjustment wasn't really made.
Yeah, see, here we are again. 4 overlords from Ender. This is why I say that he is he's not really that good in the later stages of the game, because he has these macro slip-ups quite a lot. And his control is good enough that most players can't punish him for it, but Intense is good enough that you really just can't make that kind of mistake.
Yeah, he has to change his style, maybe this super aggressive style. Maybe adjust a little bit in another game, but we'll see. I mean, the game is not over yet, of course, like like we all know.
Yeah. So a Roach Warren is going down now.
Oh man, that's
And-
the Roach Warren I've been asking for.
This is what I call a post-emptive defense. It's when something has made you lose the game, and you decide to defend against it afterwards.
Yeah, and look, Intense has the anti-counter play here. He's played, basically, the game against Bio Ice and against Pig, he never really defended well the counter attacks. I think he's learned quite a lot from those losses against those players.
Yeah, I think he has, which
Yeah,
is really great to see.
Yeah, he's a lot better now as far as his responses and defense.
I think he's just tired of hearing about it from us.
Probably.
Damon keeps reminding him too.
The only little criticism that I could have is he really has no vision on the left flank. I know he had a Viking around here somewhere. Maybe it died,
Yeah, he
but
had
it
died when
could
he
totally be
landed
picking
that.
up more Overlord kills. However, this push might just end the game. How many Banelings are there? There's 8 Banelings, which is enough to clean up this army if Intense isn't careful. And oh my god, Intense was not careful. Oh my
we
god.
picked up a fair bit of his army, but
I mean, as usual,
Yeah,
it's
he
always
picked up,
great for
he picked up a bit. Well, that Widow Mine might make a difference. Uh-oh, the Widow Mines.
nice move there by Ender. Mutants, are they gonna come out? No.
This is nice, unloading on the low and the high ground. That's so difficult to deal with. It's such a simple little move that most Terrans don't
He's gonna
use.
cancel the upgrade too, or just kill him because this is.
Did you? He target fired
targeted
the
the
Banelings.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a hard
Now he's
spot.
just gonna pick up. And again, there's 2 Mutalisks, which is 1 fewer than last game.
And the funny thing is, this that wall actually screwed him.
Remember, I said that this is the kind of map where you really need to out multitask your opponent because drops and Mutalisks are so powerful. And Intense is really showing that he's the better player.
Yeah, he hasn't. Basically, he took a big lead with this Hellbat attack first,
Yeah, I mean he's a
and he didn't let
50
go.
supply, right? Like
He didn't let go of that lead too.
Yeah. The only small criticism I have for him is that he is supply blocked as well. Actually, he's not. A depot just finished.
I'm surprised that thing didn't hit the Widow Mines. Actually, didn't hit him.
Yeah. So 2-2's about to finish. I really want Intense to wait a little bit more before committing, so that he can use these 2-2 upgrades. But I'm not sure that it really matters if he does. Right now it's 1-1 against. Wow, that was pretty good splitting. The last Baneling hit was pretty decent because it looked like he split without stimming.
Yeah, this is a tough spot as a Zerg player. Seeing this part right here, just kind of like sure you don't send everything.
And that was terrible Baneling control, running them all into a lone Marauder. And it looks like Intense is just going to clean it up with some nice splits.
I would
Well,
say
there
those
are a lot
splits
more
have been
Banelings.
really good, but
The Widowmine goes off, kills a bit of Intense's own army, and it looks like this army might die, but it really doesn't matter. And nope, it won't die. There's too many medevacs in the medevac fleet.
The medevac has like 3 Marines to heal.
Yeah.
they say each Marine has 2 medevacs to.
I don't know how
to-
actually he defended that. Because
So basically, Intense, actually pretty smartly doesn't parade push, really, right? Like, there isn't the constant stream of reinforcements. He rallies his army back to his third to defend against counters, and then so when his army dies, he just pushes out with another giant army.
Yeah, and that's an interesting stylistic choice, which I think is definitely caused by us giving him shit.
Failing. Oh, and that barely
go.
ended. All right, so
And
two
they
guys.
predicted 2-0.
Well, he predicted 2-1. You guys predicted 2-0.
I
And
predicted
Enderr and I
2-1.
both predicted.
Oh, you did 2-1. So
Yeah,
only
Enderr
you
and I
sleep.
predicted 2-0.
You and Enderr are correct. Damn it. Filthy Rake and I and Intense look like a bunch of scrubs with that prediction.
Well, with that gameplay, Intense doesn't look like a scrub at all.
Well, he's just a scrub at predicting then. All right. Well, that ends the show match officially. He gets the $50.
Woo.
And
Yay.
you could have. I didn't want to tell you this, but you could have taken it away from him by winning the first game.
Well, I mean, I did tell you what was going to happen in the first game.
But yeah, you are.
That should be good for like
Nostradamus.
$5, right?
Yeah, Nostradamus guy here. All right, and I think that's it for us. I mean, we had our other Protoss players, but they didn't respond. So we'll arrange more. But this is actually our official first pro versus pro show match. Normally, it's been casuals versus a pro.
Yeah, and
Alright.
Intense, man, bringing it home.
Bringing it home, playing really well. Actually, nearly flawless 2 games. Enderr
this-
was.
I wouldn't go
Second
quite
game.
that far.
No, you don't think so? I mean, look, if you compare it to the Pig and Bio Ice games, man, it's a big improvement.
Yeah.
Don't you
Well,
think?
He's
I've been
on,
practicing
so...
more lately.
Yeah. Oh, do you agree with me, Andrew? By the way, that it's a big improvement from the first game, the first 2 matches.
Yeah, well, there was one thing with the second match was with the 4 Marines at my natural. Like, I couldn't micro very well because of the delay. I was freaking out. So I lost it to 6 Marines.
Gotcha. All right. Well, do we have Enderr on to do some final words or anything?
It's still in StarCraft.
You can just
Oh, he's-
re-add him.
Yeah, let me add him to see some final words. And anyone on the chat watching, if you have any questions, we gladly entertain that question for the players or even the casters here. Their banter back and forth, especially Sleet's jabs against Filthy Rake.
Whoa, Damon started
He
it.
started it.
Hey.
Exactly. Hey, Enderr, thanks for coming out for the show match. Any final thoughts on the game against Intense?
Terran OP, man. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Intense too good.
Yeah, Intense is good. Well, we appreciate you taking the time, guys, for coming out. Do we have any questions from the audience?
Chat
They
has
actually
been
dropped
pretty quiet.
off. Yeah, they actually dropped off already after seeing the last game. So I think that's gonna do it for us. Damon?
Yeah, guys, it was great having you on. Really appreciate it. You guys rocked all of your games. Were amazing. Sleet, I'm gonna pick on you for forever. So thank you, Enderr, for giving me more stuff to tease Anton about.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This is why I normally don't make friends. Bunch of dicks.
Hey, you weren't filleting any cotton candy tonight, so
That's.
it's a good night for you.
I don't think we should talk about that on stream.
That'll be a story for another day.
All right.
Another day.
Well, all right, guys. Thanks for coming on, and talk to you guys soon.
Yep. Thanks
Thanks,
guys.
man.
Thanks.
GG.
See you guys.
Gee.